to pursue gun confiscation if he's elected president.
If it's a weapon that was designed to kill people on a battlefield, if the high impact, high velocity round, when it hits your body, shreds everything inside of your body because it was designed to do that so that you would bleed to death on a battlefield and not be able to get up and kill one of our soldiers. Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47.
Really? Okay. His campaign doubling and tripling down on that promise, immediately fundraising on Beto having a ban for that. So is this a good strategy? Here to react, U.S. Bomb Corps technician and Fox News contributor Joey Jones. Joey, what's your reaction to his statement?
No, you won't, Beto. No, you won't. You can't take, you couldn't take my girl and you haven't earned my respect. How are you going to take my guns? That's my response there. The truth of this is we have an epidemic for sure in this country, but that epidemic is that young people aren't respecting life and death. They're taking their own life. That's the true epidemic, is suicide. There is a gun violence problem, but there isn't a piece of legislation Washington, D.C. could pass that would take the guns used in places like Chicago off the streets because they're already owned and used illegally. And so this is a red herring. It's a emotional talking point that Democrats are using, and to an extent it's working, mainly because the part of America that lives on the coast, that lives in places they can own guns, don't know much about guns or how they're purchased. So when you use a term like universal background check, people think that means essentially what's happening today, which is you go into a gun store to buy a gun and you have to pass a background check. What they don't know is that the federal government is so inept at doing its own job that if you fill out a background check and the federal government takes 3 days to get back to you, that FFL, that firearms dealer, can hand the weapon over to you without passing the background check. That's the type of system we have in place, and that's how badly the government is at enacting it. So by all means, let's pass legislation that's tremendously more burdensome and will be that much harder to enforce.
I hear you. A couple of things. The president's already done the Fix NICS program to update the background checks. He's already got rid of bump stocks, and now he's considering things like the FBI being notified if you fail a background check. I have no problem with that. You know, there's some things that he could do. The president's considering doing it. Can you give me one thing that you would like to see done to make everybody's kids a little safer and the shoppers at the next Walmart a little more secure?
Yeah, absolutely. I would like for people to quit having this debate the way we're having it, to quit having it in an uninformed and impassioned way, because I truly believe these crazy people that take guns and do bad things are just as much inspired by the fact that they're contributing to a vicious national debate as they are by anything else. The second thing I would do is I would love to have law enforcement in every city in this country have the ability to throw the book at people that commit gun crime instead of using things like their ethnic background or low income as reasons for them not to go to jail. Those things are things we can fix through other programs. People that are a certain race should never be targeted, but to use that as a reason to not put someone in jail who's used a gun in a crime makes no sense.
You have another area of expertise. It's the military and war. Pete Buttigieg, the mayor of South Bend.